Can you hear that? Can you hear that? You know what that signals? It means it's day 13 of the Whole Life Fitness Manifesto. That's what it means, guys. Welcome. We're almost done. Our second complete week of this 28-day journey of improving body, mind, and spirit. It's pretty remarkable. Big things are happening right now. You're seeing significant shifts in how you perceive things in everyday life. You're becoming much more mindful of your daily choices, of how you're moving your body, how you're fueling your body, how you're recovering, right? You're becoming mindful of the stresses in life, these external pressures, and how it influences those internal dialogues that we have every single day with ourselves. So congratulations for committing to this process. And if you're brand new, well, hey, my name's Manuel. A lot of my friends call me Coach Moose, and I've been in the fitness industry for over 20 years. I didn't come from fitness like a lot of people in my industry, but I did come from a state of unhealth, like a lot of us find ourselves at some point in time in our lives where we don't know what to do, don't know how to do it, and quite frankly, we don't have a community to support us while going through those transformations. I was morbidly obese as a teen, spent 5 years in that state of unhealth, made some significant lifestyle changes, and it really got me excited about helping others facilitate those same changes. So my Whole Life Fitness Manifesto is a book that came out a couple years ago, not even a couple years ago, gosh, it's only been over a year now, and we facilitate these daily challenges, and we broadcast them live on Facebook, as well as have a daily email that goes out. You can get them for free. Join WLFM.com. So what are we doing today? For day 13, I got a workout plan for us, all right? And let me grab the board. I'm gonna show you what it is. Boom, this is what we're doing today, okay? So if you're not getting the daily emails where there's some great prompts, good information, resources, free to join, go to joinwlfm.com, sign up, be sure to invite others to join. It's absolutely free. There's no cost, no hidden agenda. But all that's there is information to help you improve body, mind, and spirit in 30 minutes a day, 2% of every 30 minutes. Today we're doing 30 air skips. If you have a skipping rope, grab it. We're going to do either single skips or double unders. Then we're going to do some skater lunges followed by some plank up, plank downs. We repeat that. That's one round, and we'll see how many rounds we can complete in 15 minutes. We're then going to finish up with 5 minutes of mindful meditation, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about how you define health. Because believe me, how you define health determines health in your own life. How attainable it is. I find that a lot of the people I've coached over the years and mentored over the years, they have a misconception of what health is. And it can be very subjective, but it can also be somewhat objective. But I think the problem is a lot of us tend to objectify health. And we do that with numbers and quantification versus qualification. And I'll talk about that at the end because I want you to really feel inspired today as you head out to conquer your weekend and ensure that you make the most of it, as well as we finish week 2 really, really strong on a high upbeat note. So let me show you the movements today. And I know, thank you for all of you that let me know the music was too loud yesterday. You couldn't hear me do the explanations. Let me just position this and the tunes and I'll show you the skips. So with skipping, it's pretty straightforward. If you have a skipping rope, obviously grab it. If you don't, feet positioned straight together. Keep your core slightly engaged. Hands at the side in a neutral position. I like to pretend like I'm holding the skipping rope. We're then just going to start to hop on the balls of our feet. At the same time, as you're jumping up, we're spinning the wrists as if you had a rope there, right? So you're going to find that your calves really start to get recruited. You're going to feel a bit of quad engagement. Those are the muscles in the front of your thighs as well as your glutes. But most importantly is you want to create a bit of a brace with your midsection. All the movements that we're always doing, because it's always body weight based movements, right? Gymnastic elements. We want to ensure that we have good brace here in our core. For those that spend a lot of time sitting at a desk, sitting in a car, even sitting at a table, eating all day, right? We find ourselves like this, hunched, right? We got to really focus on straightening up, opening up our body, opening up our hips, and really utilizing our full ranges of motion with all of our joints, all of our muscle groups, to ensure that we lead a healthy, active life always, right? Because we've got to keep this body moving well and moving well every day. So that's the first movement. We follow that up with skater lunges. Skater lunges are a little bit more challenging. It involves a little bit of coordination. You'll notice I've got a bit of a tight space here, so I might end up doing this more profile during the actual workout. But the way you're going to initiate is feet neutral position underneath the hips, maybe shoulder width apart. We step back with one, almost like a little curtsy, right? So if you see it from a side profile, I step back, down as if I'm doing a lunge, back up, and out. Okay? In the daily email, I provide a link that explains a bit more depth on how to do that exercise, that movement. It's a modified lunge. If you find it challenging, I'm going to encourage you to do reverse lunges as a substitute, which is just straight back, knee kisses the ground, come back up, all right? We have 20 of those. Then we follow it up with plank ups, plank downs. Pretty straightforward. Get into a plank position like we were doing yesterday. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. So all we're doing is going from forearms to upright plank position, and we're gonna cycle that 10 times, all right, in total. So that's, in total, 1 round. We follow that up and we repeat that for 15 minutes. So let me get the timer ready, get the music ready, and we're gonna do this, okay? So get yourself situated, get ready. I know a lot of you watch this on replay. We got about 2,600 people doing the challenge this month. It's amazing. It's a fantastic commitment to yourself. And I know a lot of you watch the video on replay, and that's totally cool. I love that. But if you're watching it live right now, obviously get yourself situated. You've got about 30 seconds before we start. All right. Bear with me as I get my tech all sorted. All right, my timer is ready. Tunage is ready. Cool or cool? All right. Remember, we're starting with skips, okay? I'm using my skipping rope today. I'm gonna do double unders. 30 skips, 20 skated lunges, then you're gonna follow that with 10 plank up, plank downs. Follow my lead. You guys got this, I know it. 5-second countdown. Start, start. Oh, hitting the wall already. All right, here we go, guys. All right, after 30, skater lunge. Going profile, guys. Nice, plank up, plank down. You guys got this. Whew. All right, back to skipping, just 1 round. Tight here. Ceiling tight. Oh my gosh. Well, that's no good. All right. Skater lunge again. Good work, guys. Plank ups and downs. 1. Good. Back to skipping. Skater lunge again. Plank ups and downs. So we're almost done with 3 rounds. Woo. That's 3 rounds, guys. 9 minutes left. Back to skipping. Woo. 20 skater lunges. More. Plank ups and downs. Woo. Guys, do great. Halfway. Skater lunges again, 20. plank ups and downs. Great guys, good job. Here we go again. Another round. More scale lunges. All right, more plank ups and downs. Whew. Motoring, good job. Man, it is spicy. Getting to the hot. Okay, we've got 3 minutes left. At least enough time to get one round done. All right, 20 more skater lunges. Woo. 10 more, plank ups and downs. Excellent, guys. Come on. Finish strong. All right, 1 minute left. 1 minute. Come on. Oh, I know, it's challenging. Oh. No. Woo. 40 seconds. Time for more skater lunges. Holy! Yes! Oh, guys, fantastic. Sweating a little bit. That was epic. Nice. So that was 15 minutes of movement. Well done, guys. Again, it was 15-minute AMRAP, which means as many rounds as possible, completed in 15 minutes. You choose the intensity. Because for someone that's really, really fit that knows these movements, they might do a lot more rounds than some of us other people, right? Doesn't mean we got less of a workout. We're all moving for 15 minutes within our ability. And so again, it was a round consisted of 30 skips, 20 skater lunges, 10 plank up downs. And that was one round. We saw how many rounds we could do in 15 minutes. So excellent work. That is half of our commitment of the Power 30 routine. That focuses on the body. Now we're gonna focus on spirit a bit with 5 minutes of mindful meditation. I've got a timer. We're gonna get into a comfy position. All right, so I want you to put a mat down, maybe a towel, a cushion. You can get into a yoga pose like Shavasana, dead man's pose. Totally relax, lay on your back, let your hands and feet fall to your sides, and really just focus on deep breathing through the nose. Feel that chest cavity, fill your gut with big deep breaths in, holding, few second count, and then exhaling through the nose again. I'm gonna do it on my knees from the mat behind me. You can see right there. I'm gonna get the timer going. 5 minutes goes by really quick, guys. Oh, my battery's almost dead on my phone, actually. So we'll see what we can do here. We might go a little bit longer. All right. Fantastic. Woo! How you guys feeling? Good? Excellent. Here we go. That's our timer. All right, get yourself situated in a good comfy position. Oh man, that was fantastic. Hey Andy, how you doing? Thanks for popping in there. Oh, that's 20 minutes of our 30-minute commitment, right? And then there's the final 10 minutes. And this is the part that's the most important piece, in my opinion. And it's the personal development aspect of the program. A lot of us get caught up in day-to-day life, right? We do. We just, life happens. And it always happens. It will just keep going on. And we get into routines. And sometimes we forget to focus that we have this muscle between our ears called our brain, which requires attention. It needs to be nourished. It needs to be fed. And depending on what you feed it, you're going to affect the outputs in your life. It's amazing what happens when you really start to develop yourself personally, whether professionally or on an intimacy level, even from a health perspective, empowering yourself with knowledge. So we encourage people within the tribe, our community, to invest minimally 10 minutes of concentrated personal development into themselves every day. And when you think about it, over a 28-day period, that's 280 minutes, right? It's huge. It's 6 hours. It's a big commitment to oneself, and that has an effect. Do that for a year straight. That will compound out into significant changes. In today's email, I share an article I wrote for Vista magazine. And if you're not familiar with it, I'll share out the link again on the Facebook page here later this weekend. But in the article, I ask people, how do you define health? It's a question I ask, how do you define health? And if you start to go by traditional standards, we like to quantify things, right? We find comfort in numbers. What's the number on the scale? How many reps am I going to finish at the gym? How much time spent on that cardio piece of equipment, right? Or maybe we talk about calories in, calories out. But those are important, right? They are. They're directly going to influence some of the outputs that we develop in ourselves. But when you start to qualify health and what that means to you, really focus not so much on the what and the hows of health, but the whys of health. Meaning, why do you want to be healthy? How do you feel when you're living a life that health is the foundational piece that you constantly reinforce with good inputs, right? You start to make better decisions because you think about it as a state of feeling, not as something that you have to measure all the time. Because when you start to develop this healthy relationship with oneself and you start to make decisions like the foods you're eating are in line with the health that you want to feel within yourself and the lifestyle you want to lead, not only today, but say 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the road, well, decisions just become much more automatic. We go back to living, but health gets taken care of. And I know it's easy to say that, right? And some of us, I was morbidly obese as a teen. I've been in and out of states of health in my entire life. I'm 40 now. Trust me, it ebbs and it flows. But when you come back to that constant connection with the feeling of how good it feels to wake up in the morning, have great energy, to feel rested, to not be dealing with so many aches and pains due to lack of activity in your life, you'll start to have a better relationship with the daily choices you make, Anyways, guys, that's it. I won't keep going. Read the article. Share it out if you found it helpful in your own journey. And be sure to visit the tribe and join the community. Thanks again for tuning in today. I'll be back tomorrow for day 14 as we finish out 2 weeks, the halfway point of this phase. Remember, it's an ongoing phase. Welcome to join anytime, guys. There's no a fixed start date. You start whenever you want. And there is no fixed end date because you're alive and you're kicking. And this is something you should be doing every single day. It's a lifestyle program. It's not a fitness program. All right? Fitness comes into it, but it's all about lifestyle. Not only how you want to live today, but how you want to live for the rest of your life. So congratulations for investing in yourself and the community. Have a great weekend, guys. See you soon.